Look around you. Everywhere we're fed the same narrative. Find your passion, stay motivated, hustle until you drop. And yes, motivation is a beautiful thing. It's that surge of adrenaline when you start a new project, that burst of enthusiasm after watching an inspiring video, or that electric feeling of a grand vision taking hold. It's a spark, a brilliant, exciting, often intoxicating spark. But what happens when the spark dies? And it will die. The initial rush fades. The excitement dwindles. The grand vision starts to feel like a distant dream, obscured by the mundane, by fatigue, by self-doubt. You wake up some mornings and the last thing you want to do is hit the gym, open that textbook, or face that daunting task at work. You feel uninspired, and in that moment, many give up. They wait for the next spark, the next burst of motivation, forever caught in a cycle of starts and stops. But there's a different path, a more enduring power. It's not as flashy as motivation, not as emotionally charged. In fact, it's often quiet, relentless, and sometimes even a little boring. This power is discipline. Motivation is a spark. Discipline is the fire. It's the deep, consistent heat that keeps you moving forward day after day, regardless of how you feel. It's the silent commitment to your future self, forged in the crucible of daily action. And it's the real secret behind every towering achievement you admire. Think about Elon Musk, Serena Williams, Oprah Winfrey. Do you think they wake up every single day bursting with motivation to tackle their hardest challenges? Do you think they always feels like putting in the grueling hours, making the tough decisions, or pushing through creative blocks? Number. What drives them and what drives all true high performers isn't just fleeting inspiration. It's a meticulously built system of discipline, a framework that ensures progress even when the well of motivation runs dry. And today we're going to break down how you can build that same unshakable framework in your own life. We're going to go beyond the platitudes and give you 3 practical steps to cultivate consistency, to ignite your inner fire, and to keep it burning no matter the winds of your emotional state. Step 1, the non-negotiable minimum. The biggest mistake we make when motivation hits is that we swing for the fences every single time. We decide we're going to work out for 2 hours, write a chapter a day, or learn a new language in a month. And for a few days, fueled by that initial spark, we might actually do it. But what happens on day 4 when you're tired, stressed, or just plain not feeling it? That 2-hour workout feels impossible. The chapter feels like Mount Everest. And so you do nothing. You fall off completely, and the cycle of guilt and inaction begins. The secret to discipline isn't about doing heroic feats every day. It's about establishing a non-negotiable minimum. This is the absolute smallest, most achievable action you can commit to. No matter how little motivation you have, it's the one thing you will do without exception. For the great men I mentioned earlier, this might look like they always reviews their top 3 priorities for the next day before bed, even if it's just for 5 minutes. Or they always dedicates the first 30 minutes of their morning to focused, distraction-free work on their most critical project, regardless of whether they feel inspired to do so. Think about it. What's the smallest step you can take towards your biggest goal today? Not the ideal step, but the one you can't talk yourself out of. Is it one push-up, writing one sentence, reading one page, meditating for 1 minute? Identify that non-negotiable minimum. Write it down. Make it so ridiculously small that failure feels almost impossible. And then commit to it every single day, even, especially, on the days you don't feel like it. Because showing up, even for a minute, reinforces the habit. It builds the muscle of consistency, and it tells your brain, we don't skip this. This is who we are. Step 2, environment as an ally or enemy. This step would discuss how our surroundings dictate our actions. Step 3, the power of the small win in tracking. This step would emphasize momentum and visible progress. For step 1, non-negotiable minimum. When Central Figure was first starting out, facing massive debt and skepticism, she didn't aim to build an empire overnight. Instead, she committed to specific, small daily action. e.g., making 3 cold calls before noon, writing 500 words on their business plan, practicing their craft for 15 minutes. They knew that even a tiny brick laid each day would eventually build a fortress. For step 2, environment. Knowing the power of focus, Central Figure has a dedicated deep workspace. No phones, no internet access during those crucial hours. She meticulously designs their morning routine to remove decision fatigue, with clothes laid out, a healthy breakfast prepped. This isn't about luxury, it's about eliminating friction. For step 3, small wins. Every evening, Central Figure has a simple ritual. She crosses off the day's non-negotiable minimum. It's a quiet moment of acknowledgement, a small victory celebrated that fuels the next day's effort. It's not about grand fanfare, it's about consistent affirmation. Connect the discipline to the deeper meaning of life: freedom, mastery, purpose, impact. Use phrases like the silent battles we win, the future self you're building, the legacy you're forging. Emphasize the feeling of accomplishment and self-respect that comes from consistent effort.